Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. While Wednesdays are the usual update day this year for Call of Duty, we recently have seen some shift towards Thursdays with a handful of different gameplay updates, particularly on the Warzone side of things. And with that, today we do have a new slight update live in-game, but also over the course of the past 24 hours, we've seen several mini updates go out, all of which are pretty important, all things considered. So, handful of new content updates and gameplay updates to break down for this one, starting first with the COD updates account. With this, they've got a couple of new updates and posts now live. So they say initially yesterday, the new Jack Backsaw kit ended up dropping in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. This was a part of the week 6 challenges, and it's a brand new aftermarket part for the Holger 556, which we'll break down here in just a few moments. But for this, you went through, you unlocked it, and it wouldn't unlock because it seems like every other week when a new aftermarket part drops, it's not accessible. You complete all the challenges, but you can't actually equip it. Luckily, though, they were pretty quick on fixing this one. They said they deployed a fix for it. Players who completed the challenges may need to restart their game to see the Jack Backsaw kit in the gunsmith. But now for anyone doing the week 6 challenges, which like I said, we'll go into detail here in just a moment, you'll have no issues with this. You'll be able to gain access to the Backsaw kit right away. We also have a pretty big one here too. Back with Season 2 Reloaded, you may recall that one of the pieces of the patch notes there was actually a new update to the XRK Stalker that essentially just turns it into the Ballista from Black Ops 2, one of the goated snipers in COD history. Absolutely iconic. It's the iron sight optic for the Stalker. This is something they actually introduced with the Season 2 Reloaded update. However, only certain players got it for some reason. It was not something that was globally available right away. They said, hey, we've launched the new iron sight optic on the Stalker. Add it to your armory unlocks and gain access to it. And within about an hour, it was locked for anyone who didn't instantaneously go after it when the update dropped. However, they have now pushed an update live for this as well. They say new updates out in MW3 and Warzone. We've deployed a fix for the iron sight optic attachment. The factory iron sight for the XRK Stalker is now available to earn via armory unlocks. So if you haven't had access to this as of this past week or so, be sure to go into your actual optic attachments on your Stalker, go through and manually send this into your armory unlocks queue, and then go through either complete some of your daily challenges or win some games. You'll be able to quickly unlock that and then use that. Like I said, basically it's the same thing as the Ballista iron sights from BO2, so very nostalgic and also really fun to build this out with like a quick scoping setup. It would work well within Warzone because it's in that one-shot sniper range where iron sights would actually be pretty good. Then of course in multiplayer, just as more of like an aggressive sniper setup, so definitely a fun one there. Now, another update that we've got live in-game is, all things considered, a pretty small one, but I always like to try and bring as much attention to it as I can because it's for a good cause at the end of the day. The Call of Duty Endowment, we occasionally talk about them because every single year they do end up dropping a handful of store bundles where all the proceeds go to the endowment itself. If you're unfamiliar, the COD Endowment helps veterans get placed in jobs. It's a really, really cool cause, and I always try and support it and bring attention to it where I can. And they actually just launched a brand new promotion with Little Caesars where you can earn a free piece of in-game content. It's just a calling card, so it's nothing too crazy. But I would consider this situation as a win-win-win, all right? 3 W's back to back to back. That's 4 V's in case you're counting. You get a free calling card in game, you get some pizza, and you're supporting a good cause. So for this, if you're trying to get this calling card, it is going to be a little bit more rare as time goes on. You have to buy a Little Caesars pizza kit or a meal deal to support the endowment. They're going to actually email you a code. Once you get said code, go to callofduty.com/redeem, log into your account that's connected to whatever platform you're playing on, redeem said code, and you get the squad up calling card in game. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but it's for a good cause, and it's technically some free bonus content in game to go along with your pizza. Now, we also have a bit of a new content preview or a teaser that's dropped here recently, courtesy directly of Sledgehammer themselves. English over on Reddit posted a thread saying, if you guys could bring back anything from the past Call of Duties to Modern Warfare 3, what would it be? And English themselves said, I'd love to see Capture the Flag return. It's an awesome mode. And to this, Sledgehammer dropped a comment simply saying, the eye emoji. which usually is their indication of saying, hey, we're looking at this, we're seeing this, you know, you're onto something here. This is basically a teaser hinting at the fact that Capture the Flag is going to be returning here. I would imagine with the timing here, season 3 is on the horizon at the start of April, so it's quite possible that CTF is going to be returning as a mode here with the launch of season 3 or potentially season 3 reloaded. So we've now got that to look forward to as well. Now moving on, of course, yesterday we did see those surprise patch notes drop and we covered them in a video featuring a handful of weapon changes and a few gameplay updates for multiplayer and Warzone alike. But a little bit after the patch notes went out, we also saw some of the more standard updates for MW3 and Warzone release as well. We just didn't get a chance to cover them since they weren't available when the update first dropped with all the patch notes and gameplay changes there. So as we get into these, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in Call of Duty, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoy the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. So the first part of the latest content update within Modern Warfare 3 Warzone and Zombies is the Warhammer 40k for the Emperor event, which actually is a 2-week event, although I'll explain why things are a little bit odd here in just a moment. But initially with this is more so just a standard XP based event for the next 2 weeks. So you've got plenty of time to go through and actually complete this. Essentially, for certain amounts of XP that you earn, you'll end up getting a new reward. Like for instance, the first reward here is going to be a new weapon sticker. The second one's going to be a new calling card. Then we got a battle pass token in case you haven't gone through and completed your season 2 pass yet. A new weapon charm, a new weapon sticker, a new emblem, a new stun grenade skin basically, which is kind of interesting. They call it a weapon. They probably should go through and update that. There's a new animated calling card, a new animated emblem, a new loading screen, a double XP token, and then lastly here you also end up getting the Righteous Storm weapon blueprint for getting just over 500,000 XP, and in 2 weeks time that's very doable. This is for the Wasp 9. It comes equipped if it wants to load. Maybe we got to go through and back out again. There we go, because why would it work the first time? It's a new Warhammer 40k themed weapon skin and blueprint for the Wasp 9. Of course, if you change the attachments on this, it's probably going to lose some of the look, which is unfortunate, but I do want to bring attention to the fact that when we saw all of these season 2 leaks, there was specifically a new camo that leaked out that was tethered to the Warhammer 40k event, and that's nowhere to be seen in this current event unlock, like in reward list, right? Now, the fact that this is a 2-week event kind of makes me wonder if next week on Wednesday with the standard update, maybe we see part 2 of this event go live or something, and we get some other additional rewards meant for like specific challenges and whatnot there. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. Maybe it was scrapped, or maybe it's gonna be pushed back for something else. Of course, if we see any updates there, I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop. So just stick it here for that and stay tuned. Now, we also saw the week 6 challenges drop. As I alluded to earlier, they were just partially bugged because the reward wasn't working at the start, but we do now have 7 challenges for multiplayer, 7 challenges for zombies, 7 challenges for Warzone as well to go through and break down. So multiplayer I found to be extremely easy. I was able to unlock the backsaw kit very quickly. It took like 3 games to get all of this done actually. So get 15 operator hipfire kills with a recommended assault rifle. Just build it out for hipfire. You're gonna be good. That's super easy in like the small map mosh pit. Get 10 operator hipfire kills with recommended LMGs. Get 30 operator hipfire kills with recommended SMGs. Get 15 operator point blank kills with the Holger 5.56 specifically. Get 20 operator kills while aiming down sights with the recommended shotgun. Get 20 operator tac stance kills with recommended LMGs, and get 10 operator double kills with recommended SMGs. Very straightforward, and like I said, really will only take a couple of games if you're on that small map mosh pit. For zombies, get 250 kills in full auto fire mode with a recommended battle rifle. Get 250 critical kills with a pack-a-punched recommended weapon. You could, in theory, do those in one there. Get 5 special zombie critical kills with a recommended weapon. Get 250 kills with a silenced recommended battle rifle. Again, that's one you could stack on top and do more of a 3-in-1 if you wanted. Get 150 kills with a pack-a-punched longbow. Get 250 kills with the haymaker at epic rarity or higher. Get 300 kills with a pack-a-punched Holger 5.56. And then for battle royale, pretty standard here. This week the first 4 are going to be the open chests in Fortune's Keep in the various different regions. So the North region, West region, Southern region, East region. Very straightforward. Place in the top 10 5 times, complete 15 contracts, and get 40 kills or assists with a recommended weapon as well. So overall, pretty straightforward. It gives you the Jack backsaw kit for the Holger 5.56, and also gives you one more tier near completion towards the Rotten Inferno camo as well, which will be available once the week 8 challenges drop. And then lastly, as of today, for whatever reason, this is why Warzone's update focus has more so shifted towards Thursdays. We have our new playlist update live for the next week. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed here. It basically, for the past week since they dropped Season 2 Reloaded, the entire community has been saying the Resurgence playlist rotation sucks. It's bad. They put out a whole statement within hours of Season 2 Reloaded dropping because everyone was saying it was bad, basically doubling down and saying, we're doing this to collect data. But we've had years to collect data, and I think it's pretty apparent that they're just kind of sticking with it, and it's really weird because it just doesn't make sense. It's not a welcoming playlist rotation for really any players unless you happen to get lucky and get the map you like with the squad size you're constantly playing in. But anyways, I digress. For this week's playlist update, we've got ranked play trios on Fortune's Keep. That's never changing. Plunder quads is still live on Urzikstan. For Battle Royale on Urzikstan, we only have solos, trios, and quads because Vondel Battle Royale has duos this week, so you can get nuke contracts in either one of those maps. Obviously, Vondel is just limited to duos. And then for Resurgence, we're back with this every squad size gets one map, and it's crap, rhyming. Solos gets Urzikstan POI rotation, duos gets Vondel, trios gets Ashika, quads gets Fortune's Keep. So if you really wanted to play on Fortune's Keep this week, I hope you have a 4-stack, or I hope you enjoy random fill, or I hope you enjoy playing at a disadvantage, because that's the deal that we've got this week. If you're a solo player and you were really looking forward to continuing playing the newly updated Fortune's Keep with the Bunker Buster and the new POI, well, good luck to you. If you're a big fan of Urzikstan POI rotation and you love playing that with the homies, well, good luck, because you can't play with any homies this week because it's just for solos. It's such a weird playlist rotation. I don't understand why they're doing it, and it flat out sucks. So I'm very disappointed that they actually kept with this and didn't adjust it based on community feedback. But anyways, that is going to wrap things up for this one. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. It does really help grow the channel. And if you are new here or you simply have not subscribed yet, this is the place to be to stay up to date with all things going on in COD. So feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.